Gonna get me some boba. I'm robbing a boba today. I don't feel like paying, so I'm not gonna pay. Gonna get me some boba. I'm robbing a boba today. You don't know what I'm talking about because you call it milk tea. That's cause you aren't cool, not cool like me. They call it tapioca. I'm not sure I believe them. They're balls that are filled with silver necro acid. They asked for paper or plastic. I said my name was Emmett. They handed me the cup. That's when I grabbed it and went for the front door. Like I said before, I told you that I am not paying. I'm robbing a boba today. As I turned to flee, I tripped. That's right, I fucking tripped. I exploded my boba. Cut my life into pieces. Oh, it's such a shame. No drink is the same. And now that they know my name, I can never go back there again. They call it tapioca. I'm not sure I believe them. They're balls that are filled with silver necro acid. I don't care what it's made from, but I think I would kill for my precious boba cup. They call it tapioca. I'm not sure I believe them. They're balls that are filled with silver necro acid. I didn't get my last one. I fell on my ass for my precious boba cup. Cross town, there's a melody. Can't hear, you can't see. Gotta trust, fucking believe. Can't see another double-D's. Lies down heavily. Crushed ribs, you can't breathe. Oh, I am stuck here singing. Oh, we've been drinking, getting stabbed in Abbotsford. It might take a little longer. Try to be louder before you get hurt. Shut down, it is a fantasy. All the things that we wish we could be come crashing down to earth. Not a burn, not a play. Make some things out of clay. Are we free to come and play? This time is never wasted. Let's get faded and work it out. It'll last a lot longer. We'll grow stronger and flesh it out. It's really hard going through it. You gotta
What's up? What's up, everyone?
this time. Just know that
How we doing? How we doing today?
I'm willing to starve it out. No, next time you're above it. Push and shove it. You're bleeding. No, next time you're above it. Push and shove it. You're bleeding.
You got robbing a boba? And fucking RXD up in here?
XD, want you to roll with me. Skibbity, how about no? Me, how about nobody? Cancel me, how about no? I don't like you.
I'm alright. I got an email from my old pal Nils there. With a brand new Uncle Outrage song. So I'm gonna have to mute this here for a second here. Mute the sound here, and I'm gonna, you guys are just gonna watch me react to it. Ooh. Ooh. It's very much a demo. There's a tease. That's all he got.
Favorite puzzle, you can make it.
Tease. Half a second. Half a second of the song. Sorry, I'm eating a bun. I went live before I really ate breakfast, so gotta make sure I eat or my Vyvanse run out. They don't last as long. Oh, I'm wearing the most outrageous outfit today. We'll see what Nils says if he wants bass on that. Because we can do it again where you just hear my bass. Whew. That's a spicy monster. Spicy monster. All right, what are we doing today? Pop out chat. Yeah, it'll be good. We'll see what Nils says. Sometimes Nils will change the tempo of stuff. it doesn't make sense for me to record it until it's all good. But he does like to send me stuff to be like, should I keep working on this? Is this good enough to keep working on it? Which is pretty much always a yes. My mustache is too loud. I'm long. Whoa. Would you vote for Captain Taro? How do you say his name? Taraor. Ibrahim, would you vote for him if Africa decided to be one country? I don't think that's a good idea. Well, no, maybe it is. Maybe that's a good idea for one country. Centralized power, you know? Get a lot done. You'd have to convince a lot of people to agree on a lot of things really quick. Oh, wait, what the hell? Was it funner watching me record the bass or watching me record the whole songs? Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Wait, what? He went into another insane Uber? How does Hassan always get picked up by the craziest Uber drivers? This is too warm for me. Who the fuck thinks Mr. Beast is smarter than Hassan? Like, what is this based on? Adapt. Oh. Ooh. Asking Hassan if he watched. Oh yeah, fuck, I have it muted. Thank you. Yeah, we'll get back on the music. I burnt myself out. 6 songs in 6 days. It was a little hard. Oh yeah, actually, I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna see if maybe we can finish that one song, because that one was dope. The emo one. I gotta redo the nya nya nyas or whatever the hell it was. But this lady just asked Hassan, "Did you watch the news lately? Have you watched the news lately?"
Yeah. You're not? You don't care that the Post from Chicago?
I'm kind of a neutral party when it comes to religious type,
I respect that.
you know.
Religious figures?
Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot of controversy against a lot of things, you know, and
The Catholic Church, you mean?
uh,
You think, what if he wants to rebuild the Vatican here? What would you say to that?
go
No?
for it.
No, go for it.
Sure.
Go for it.
Maybe bring some tourism here. He could bless the Bears.
You can bless the Bears. That's funny.
What about the Bulls? What if he blessed the Bulls?
My favorite team.
Who do you support?
Uh-oh. Frozen.
Are you from Chicago?
I'm actually more into hockey, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you lived in Chicago?
I'm from here.
You're from here, born and raised. That's cool. This is my second time here. It's a beautiful city.
They turn the water on in the fountain.
Yeah.
That's the main event lately.
Okay.
It's called the Buckingham Fountain.
They got those all over Europe.
Yeah?
Where are we?
That's
Chicago.
supposed to be a replica, I think, of...
I haven't even listened to this song in a while. Let's give this a refresh. Let's see, because maybe I'll work on this today. It could be fun, huh? Okay, it is playing. I need to redo the whole first vocals. This part, I don't like this. Doesn't wait for you. Cause I like gay and I tried to be a whiner. All I got was this fucking shiner. I like how this one goes. Na 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 na. Were you not here when we recorded this? Oh, for only the beginning, nice. Ooh.
So when I die, don't give me up, and it won't try. Kill your bleeding heart.
That actually helped.
Don't give me up, and it won't try. Kill your bleeding heart.
Something's going on
Early
with.
to bed, early to rise. Who came up with that? You should die. Early to bed, early to rise. Who came up with that? You should die. Don't give me up, and it won't try. Kill your bleeding heart. Don't build me up, so when I die, it destroys your heart.
Sick.
Early to bed. Time doesn't wait for you. What the fuck do you wanna do? You wanna come fight me, or you're you? Little bitch, I'll make your face. I tried being gay, I tried to be whiner, make your face. I tried being gay, I tried to be whiner. All I got was this fucking shiner. Everyone wants me to go away. What can I say? I sound kinda gay.
I think I was drunk when I was doing all these na-nas. they don't make any sense. Anyway, maybe we'll do that later. I don't feel like doing that right now.
Buckingham.
I assume, yeah. Chicago, the crown jewel of the Midwest. Very similar in vibes and aesthetic to Buckingham Palace, I think.
They have an Institute of Politics over here at the University of Chicago.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Yeah. But you're going to a different building. You're not going to that building.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You're going to like actual like auditorium.
Okay, cool.
Going to the newer building, I believe.
Yeah, we got a sold out event that we're going to right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah? Awesome. Here's the home of the Bears,
The Bears.
but not for long.
Oh, Bears.
Why? Wait, why are they leaving?
They're looking. They renovated it.
Does it get crazy?
Over in Las Vegas.
There we go.
They got unions there, men and women.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Well, they try to negotiate. And they wouldn't. So now they're sharing a little. Instead of sharing a little bit of something, they're sharing out a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
And the city has lost millions of dollars in revenue. So
We got to bring him back by force, Trump style.
yeah.
Trump's gonna bring him back. Me too. That's what he keeps saying. He keeps saying he's gonna bring back industry to this country. What do you think about the tariffs?
Probably manufacturing.
You think he'll bring back manufacturing?
That's the song they're singing.
Yeah. I don't know.
This country was based on manufacturing, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Clinton that opened up the open trade and lost
Yep.
a lot of jobs?
Yep.
You know,
What? How is this insane? This is like.
you know, the chemtrails, they caught up to me. 'cause
Oh, the
I'm outside all
chemtrails.
day, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But it didn't like create any specific allergies. You're saying like you're just allergic to the environment.
Well, that's what the hospital said, but
That's what the hospital said?
I have
Okay.
my doubts.
She's allergic to
Yeah.
the environment
You don't
because of
believe in the doctor?
chemtrails?
They
I
might be
mean,
in on the chemtrails thing?
I believe in it, but I'm just saying. I mean, after inhaling, like I've been driving a limo forever, and I've never had an issue with inhaling jet fuel. Okay, because we're close to it all the time by O'Hare. And then
That's pretty funny.
after a while, I just started getting runny noses and runny eyes, and
I think you might just
when I
have
went to
seasonal
get my blood
allergies,
test
just
done,
normal
they said that I
seasonal
was allergic
allergies
to
that
the
sometimes get
environment.
worse when you're
You know,
older.
The chemtrails, they caught up to me.
I didn't get allergies till I was older and outside. Now during spring I get pretty fucked up. There's purple bell peppers?
I'm outside all day, you know.
Why are red bell peppers more expensive than green ones? Here's everything you need to know about bell
'Cause
peppers
they're older.
in 45 seconds. First off, bell peppers are fruits. And like other fruits, they change color or purple, depending on the variety of seed that you plant. That's
I want a purple one.
Yeah.
I want a purple bell pepper.
Okay.
That's not cool that I,
I mean,
don't have one.
hopefully it doesn't impact us as well, March. So you don't trust the government at all, I
Say
assume.
that. I'm just saying they spray the skies with chemicals.
But do you think it's like both parties are doing it, like Democrats and Republicans, or do you think like Democrats are doing it less and then the Republicans are doing it more, or vice versa?
You know what? It's been going on for so long, I couldn't even tell you.
Okay.
What the
I don't see that
fuck?
right
People
now,
are so
but-
broken.
Right around.
They might be hiding.
What?
I'm looking up
The
right
sun?
now. No, I'm saying I don't see the chemtrails.
Because they spread out.
What about like when you see commercial airliners also spraying, like also leaving
They
like a trail?
dissipate. The chemtrails don't.
Uh-huh.
They spread out and they block the sun.
They
You
spread
watch.
out-
Don't be surprised when you come out. It'll be cloudy.
Also, I mean, I'm gonna be paying close attention to this, I think. What other things do you believe that we might not be aware of, like chemtrails and stuff, that you think the government might be?
You know they have those really big floods where like complete villages just wash away.
What?
Do they?
That's
I
the
don't-
government?
That's been going on for a while. You know, that's part of bioengineering weather.
You think someone's like making big floods to wash away villages?
Google bioengineering weather.
What is this? Is this the Obama Library?
I think it's a
Jamaica,
museum.
maybe.
He's building a museum, huh?
Not sure. It looks like a prison to me, but what do I know?
The Panopticon. You nailed it.
And this is the beginning of campus.
It's beautiful. Yeah, that whatever that monstrosity was that the Obamanas are building is not exactly the best looking thing I've seen.
Yeah, let's see. What can I put on while I do this? Let's do Nathan.
Well, not to be too forward, but I would love to be included in your will. Riddle is under a rock. World
photography too, and
when I recently discovered, but to undo this, 6 million Jews died.
Watch this.
My name
The
is
episode
Nathan
that's
Fielder,
been
and
removed.
I graduated from one of Canada's top business schools with really good grades. Now, I'm using my knowledge to help struggling small business owners
Paramount
make
Plus.
it in this competitive world. This is Nathan for you. There's nothing more fun than sitting on an animal that's bigger than you and riding it around, which is why Joy Lazarus of Park Place Stable in Malibu, California, has made a business out of charging people to do just that. Unless, of course, you're overweight.
we don't want to injure our horses, and that's what it really comes down to. So, you know, we're not going to allow a 400-pound person to ride.
But unlike Joy, I believe that everyone should be able to mount a horse. So I paid her a visit with a way
Unlike
to help.
Joy.
You know, it's nice to think about your horses and all, but humans have feelings too.
I don't want to reject anybody, but there's, you know, there's nothing I can do.
Right now, the heaviest load a horse can carry is 220 pounds, and if Joy allowed riders above that weight to mount a horse, there's a big risk the animal will buckle and suffer severe or even fatal injuries. But if plus-size customers could have their weight offset by being tied to helium-filled weather balloons, Joy would be able to expand her customer base to a totally unserved market. The plan? Use balloons to help the overweight ride horses.
So, you
Yeah, see what I said? I have to wait for
balloons on
Nils.
a person?
He's going to change the tempo and work on a bit
Okay.
of a different mix.
Sometimes it's not about, you know, only making
I'm glad I
money.
didn't just
It's
jump
about
in and
doing
start
what's
recording
right.
it all
Imagine if you were the
willy-nilly.
only place that could provide horsey rides for the morbidly obese.
But I don't, I mean,
I don't want you to end up on the wrong side of history with this one.
Okay.
Joy was in, so the next morning I ordered some weather balloons online and amassed a
I don't know how to
stockpile
do
of helium
makeup.
to conduct a preliminary weight test.
I don't know how to do
I
makeup
discovered
at
that
all.
each helium-filled balloon I attached to me would reduce my weight by 20 pounds. So it was a simple matter of adding more until each customer was below the weight limit. But I still had to factor in the harsh conditions of the trail. You see, when Joy took me along the route earlier, I noticed there were two things that could compromise the balloons: the sharp branches that hung over the trails and the razor-beak birds that were in the sky. If either one of them came in contact with our balloons, the
I have
result
tape?
would be disastrous. With a horse's
do.
life at
I don't know how to
stake,
do
I wasn't gonna
makeup,
take
but
any
I'm
chances.
gonna
So I
try.
came up with the idea of having two pizza
try to do
pedal-like
makeup
branch blockers that would
for
protect
you
the
guys.
balloons from any punctures. Nice. This would work well for the trees, but unlike branches, birds are a moving target that would require a more precise approach. So I paid a visit to a local gun shop to see if there were any non-lethal ways to incapacitate a bird. I'm looking for a gun that will, like, stun a bird but not kill it.
Doesn't exist. Odds are you're going to kill it or cripple it.
I didn't want to kill a bird, so I explained my entire plan to the clerk to see if he had any other ideas. But that's when his mood soured.
You want to suspend people with helium balloons so that it alleviates the weight of them on the back of a horse.
It's not that complicated, dude.
I do not believe in this in this hug the world scenario that you're describing, where everybody has a right to do everything just because they want to.
I disagree.
Go fuck yourself, dude. You fucking shouldn't own guns.
I do not have a bubblegum and sunshine view of the world. If people don't suffer for their own stupidity, nobody
What
learns.
was that sound?
Sorry, that was my
Oh.
cell phone telling me there's a message. Let me put that on.
Oh,
Forgot to
okay.
put that on silent.
It says "oh" like that every time?
Every time I get a message.
Do you have an option of what it says?
Yeah.
And you chose that.
Yeah.
It was clear this guy wasn't going to help me find a way to protect my balloons from birds. But that's when it occurred to me that I might be able to adapt a
Eyeliner
tool
Slayer
that
Maximum?
farmers had been
Fair
using on
enough.
the ground for years to the sky. A flying scarecrow. It was the non-violent solution I was looking for. So with everything I needed, I could now head back to Park Place Stable to put my idea to the test. I had found an overweight man named Heath who was willing to try out my concept, and after doing an official weigh-in, 275, I calculated it would take exactly 3 balloons to bring him under the weight limit. But as he started getting strapped in, I noticed that 2 other customers who had been booked for the same ride were looking at Heath and snickering. I had already explained to them that we were accommodating an overweight customer, so this behavior was completely inappropriate. So before we headed out, I decided to give them a talk. Can I ask what's funny about what we're doing here?
There's 3 massive balloons attached to a man right there.
I mean, this is the only way he can ride a horse. Would you laugh at a wheelchair? I mean, that's a medical device he's wearing.
Okay. You're 100% right.
Right. Just because he's a larger man and hooked up to giant helium balloons, it doesn't mean...
It's not funny at all.
Right. Because if I see either of you so much as smirk from this point forward, your ride is over. Got it?
Yes. All right.
I love him
With the
so
normal
much.
riders promising to be respectful, and Heath now weighing in below the 220-pound limit. How does it feel?
Good.
You feel lighter?
Yeah, I feel light. I feel good.
It was finally time for everyone to saddle up, so the ride could begin. Great. And I watched as for the first time in history, a plus-sized man was able to ride a horse.
Goodness.
With my branch blockers trailing close behind and the
I
flying
bought
scarecrow
$4
overhead,
makeup
I
yesterday.
felt
That's
that we
all
were
this
ready
is.
for anything Mother Nature could throw at us. And it wasn't long until my balloon protection system was
I feel
put
like
to
you're
the
supposed to
test as my branch
put
blocking
something else
team
on
raced into
before you
position
do
to
this?
guide Heath through a narrow clearing. And all we could do now was pray. The system worked flawlessly, and for the rest of the trail, tree after tree, my team was able to keep the delicate balloons intact, making the ride a success. And as the evening fog rolled in over the Malibu hills, I couldn't help but feel like it might just be the white breath of God opening his mouth to say, "Nice work." So I met up with Joy to congratulate her on making history. It's a big moment, right?
I guess, yeah.
Because of you, overweight people all over the world can now ride horses. I mean, this is how you'll be remembered when
He
you
keeps
die.
calling them horsies.
Not sure about that one, but I hope I'm remembered for the world championships
something to make it
that
stick
I won,
more.
to be honest with you, not for doing these balloons.
You should be proud of this achievement, Joy.
I am extremely proud of this achievement.
This is a good thing to be remembered by.
Well, you know, there are a lot of things that I hope to be known for, especially the horses. I'm going to be known for my dogs, and you know, I did photography too. And
No offense, I don't think anyone's going to remember you for that.
hard to say.
Well, a legacy isn't always something you get to choose. And I truly believe that this, and only this, will be your legacy. And there is nothing more to discuss about it. If you're a regular viewer of the show, you've probably noticed that I have a keen sense of style that's both professional and approachable. But I recently discovered that by wearing one of my signature articles of clothing, I may have unintentionally committed a hate crime against the Jewish people. And that's not good.
And
My
that's
favorite
not
jacket
good.
for the last decade has been a windbreaker made by Taiga,
Yeah, no.
a popular
I literally,
outdoor
this is
company
all I
based out of
have
my
right now. I
hometown
had
of
more
Vancouver,
makeup, but I
BC.
lost it all. I don't know where the
love
fuck it
jacket
went.
so much that I've worn it in nearly every episode of my show. So you can imagine my horror when I recently discovered that Taiga had published a tribute to notorious Holocaust denier Doug Collins in their winter catalog, amongst a selection of fleece socks and balaclavas. And when asked for comment by a Jewish newspaper, the company refused to explain their actions. My dad, who was also a longtime fan of the German-engineered windbreaker, was actually shamed by a member of his synagogue for wearing the coat.
I think he wanted me to rip the Taiga label off. He was really quite incensed.
And he had strong feelings about me wearing it on TV.
I don't think you should promote a business that's anti-Semitic.
It was clear I could never wear my Taiga jacket again. But in searching for a replacement, I realized I couldn't be sure any of these other brands weren't hiding dark secrets as well. So I decided the only way to be safe was to start a jacket company of my own. So I came up with a cool name, Summit Ice, and then had a custom soft-shell jacket designed to my specifications.
It's going okay though. Looks kind of.
I needed my brand to stand for something. So I created a website to help launch Summit Ice as the first outdoor apparel company to openly promote the true story of the Holocaust. It was important to me that every single person involved in the brand, down to the model I hired for product shots, shared in the company's core beliefs. 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust, approximately.
Okay.
So how many Jews died then in the Holocaust?
6 million.
Okay, great. Let's sell some jackets.
Okay.
With a team free of Holocaust deniers and professional photos that made the jacket look really cool, I had nearly everything I needed to begin marketing my soft shell jackets to the world. But for this brand to have credibility, I need the support of a Jewish leader. So I arranged a
Wherever my makeup went, it had a pencil sharpener for eyeliner, and I'm using that right now.
meeting with LA-based Rabbi Shalom Denbo and showed him my business plan and marketing materials to get his guidance on how to convey the core values of Summit Ice.
See, deny nothing, okay, you're not focusing on something specific.
Deny nothing's too ambiguous.
Yeah, you probably want to have some image that immediately focuses the viewer on there's something more than just a jacket. Perhaps an image that immediately identifies with the Holocaust, an armband.
Right.
A swastika.
They should see images of that?
Yeah. The ovens, the gas chambers, the pits where they line them up to shoot them before the gas chambers.
But we're trying to sell jackets too, right?
Yeah. You need to see images to know you can't go through life with your head in the sand. These things are real, they happen.
Rabbi Denbo suggested having some sort of physical retail display that could include educational materials for consumers. So I reached out to a local outdoor store whose manager seemed interested in carrying our brand. Just so you know, our company is a strong supporter of Holocaust awareness education.
Oh, neat. I didn't know that.
Just want to make
cool.
sure it's something you're comfortable with.
Oh,
cool
for
with.
sure, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the manager intrigued, we We set up a time for him to see
This
our
is so
display
fucking
later that
funny.
week, so we'll check back with this in a bit. But first,
This is the episode that
Susan
I don't know
Kim
if
is the
anyone's
owner of
watching.
Elizabeth Albert, a boutique that sells some of the top women's fashions on the Burbank Strip. But lately, she's noticed that
His new
sales
show.
have taken a dip.
This is the episode that Paramount Plus banned or like took off.
It could be because, in a neighborhood populated largely by young couples, Susan was forgetting all about the men. So I paid her a visit with a way to keep couples happy in her store. To be honest with you, as a guy, this store is pretty boring.
Because it's a women's store.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I came in here with my girlfriend, hypothetically speaking, I don't have a girlfriend. But you know, I think I'd be nagging her to leave.
Because men don't like to spend time in a women's clothing store anyway.
Until now. You see, when a guy has nothing to do, the woman he's with feels a psychological pressure to leave, which will often keep her from staying longer and buying more stuff. The solution? A dedicated man zone where guys can chill and relax while the women shop.
That's sure, that makes sense.
I mean, trust me, I know guys. All we need is a beer in our hand and a bro by our side, and we are out of the way.
I in fact never heard any guy saying that. If I had a brew and a bro, I'm fine.
I totally hear you, but leave it to me for the guy stuff. Trust me.
Okay.
Okay.
Susan was on board, and we decided that her back storage area would be the perfect spot
How's
for
that
the new
looking, huh?
man zone. So the next day, I had my team bring in all the essentials to make this room the ultimate
Does it look
hangout
cool yet?
den for guys. And once everything was in its place, all we had to do was wait for the first couple to come in to see if my man zone would work. Just so you guys know, Elizabeth Albert has a dedicated man zone, so that means while the lady shops, you have a place you can hang out that's both comfortable and geared towards your masculine needs. So if you want to come hang out there and give her time to shop if you want, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Don't leave this bro hanging, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great. And we'll be having fun in there, so take as much time as you need.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I knew it wouldn't be too much of a challenge to lure guys into the zone, and once they saw it had everything a guy could want, I was hopeful they wouldn't want to leave. Free at last, huh? I mean, do you feel free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things were off to a good start. The guy's girlfriend was leisurely shopping, while back in the zone. You know what I feel like? A mother effing beer. It was just boys being boys. Nice catch. Just two dudes doing what guys do best. Crack that shit. Hanging out, grabbing a brewski, and watching royalty-free football. Oh yeah. Tampa Bay Bandits versus Houston Gamblers. Enjoy. Big tackle coming. There we go.
Royalty-free
I thought he was
football.
having a good time, but then something bad happened.
I'm gonna head out.
Okay. The guy decided to leave the zone and go back to his girlfriend after only 4 minutes. And even worse, moments later, they left the shop entirely. This was not what I had promised Susan, and I worried that if I lost another guy that quickly, there would be no winning her back. So when the next couple came in, I had to somehow figure out a way to keep the guy chilling for longer, or else my man zone didn't stand a chance. You know what I feel like?
Oh yeah.
A mother effing beer.
Mother effing beer.
Sorry. Just meant to do a little move.
Okay. Oh, cool.
There you go, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
Enjoy. So far, things were working out with my second guy.
That's not good.
Gotta let it set. As he was relaxed and enjoying his beer. But when I put on football again, for some reason, this guy wasn't into it either. Great touchdown celebration coming up. Love that celebration. Just a few minutes in, I could tell I was losing him quick. And with his girlfriend just starting to shop, I desperately needed to turn things around. But that's when I realized I hadn't yet broke down about the one thing that's on every guy's mind. You know what I like more than anything?
What?
Sex.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. You can never get too much sex.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
You never get too much sex, bro.
Definitely, definitely.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite position?
From the back. From the back, yeah, from behind, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Straight
Yeah.
damage, bro.
Mine's missionary.
Missionary?
Yeah. Guy on top, girl on the bottom.
There you go. Nothing's wrong with that, man. Nothing's wrong with that.
The sex talk was working, and the guy was loving every minute of it. Bareback or use a condom?
Oh, bareback, man. I love
Only
the
way.
feeling. Only way,
Only
bro.
way.
Only way.
It feels so much better without a condom, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Hell,
It's like so much
definitely,
stuff
dude.
these days. It's
Right.
like, oh, you gotta use protection, all this
Absolutely.
stuff. But like,
Absolutely.
whatever, you pull out, you're fine, right?
Absolutely. As long as you pull out, man.
As long as you pull out.
Hey, that's the key.
You gotta pull out.
You have to pull out, bro.
Sometimes I get close, you know what I mean?
yeah, like,
sometimes I get real
That's
close.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
I did it. As long as we were talking about sex, this guy wasn't going anywhere. And best of all, his girlfriend had time to browse every section of the store without interruption.
From behind this, that's pretty much, I just like to see everything, man. You know, you can't go wrong with that.
The guy stayed in the man zone for a full 17 minutes before leaving, and victory had never tasted so sweet.
What were you doing back then?
Drinking a beer.
You drinking a beer in the store?
Yeah.
And even though women may never really
Drinking a
understand
beer.
what guys need,
Why are you drinking beer?
Well, that's what guys do when they're alone.
I don't care what they do when they're alone. She laughed because he was in there drinking beer.
the only thing that really mattered is that Elizabeth Albert now had a place where guys can be themselves.
There have been times in my life when I was able to ejaculate in another position, but especially as I'm getting older and fatter, it's pretty much the only position that works for me.
That makes sense.
Oh, Jesus.
The day had finally arrived to pitch Summit Ice to the manager of Adventure 16. So I had my team come in early to set up an impressive display under the supervision of Rabbi Denbo. I was a little hesitant about some of the design elements, but it was crucial that I followed the rabbi's guidance for such a sensitive subject matter.
Have the mannequins kind of stationed so that they are the bookends.
Right. And before long, he felt like it was ready to be unveiled.
This
Definitely
is
makes a
fucking
statement.
crazy.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
definitely makes a statement.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I want to follow your lead on this.
Yeah, my only thing is just that creates just a level of uncomfort within me, and perhaps that's a good thing.
So with the rabbi's blessing, it was time to bring in Eric the manager to show him what Summit Ice was all about.
Arbeit macht frei. I think that this mashup of retail and history is a train wreck.
Eric wasn't nearly as enthused as I had hoped, so I brought in Rabbi Denbo to help explain our intentions more clearly.
Look, people go through life with their head in the sand. Nobody wants to stand up against evil. And you know what? People deny the Holocaust because they don't want to say that evil exists. And we need to let people know that.
Oh my God, this is so riddled with issues. You really think the Holocaust
This is so
deniers are
riddled
the big
with
soft
issues.
shell deniers?
The proceeds go to support Holocaust awareness education.
This is a retail store, and you don't learn about the darkest moments of history in a retail store.
I beg to differ. The Gap had a whole campaign to make people aware of breast cancer. So I don't think there's a problem.
It was actually AIDS.
AIDS, sorry,
The
thank
Red
you.
campaign.
I have no faith in your competence in this business. I have no faith in your judgment whatsoever. The only thing I know about your judgment is that it doesn't exist.
Well, I was kind of taking his lead.
Well, I'll let you get away with a certain amount of liberty in saying my lead, but the idea wasn't mine, Nathan.
Well,
the
not
idea
for the
was yours.
jacket, but for the display.
For the display. The display? I don't have a problem with the display.
Our sales presentation didn't go well, and Eric said he wasn't interested in carrying my product.
There's a
Find
fucking
something else to do
oven
with
there.
your life,
Jesus
because you are not
Christ.
good at this, and you do not understand the dynamics of people's emotions and what offends them.
It was a huge blow, and
Yeah,
I
I kinda
began to
get-
wonder if my line of soft-shell jackets would ever take off. But at least I could be proud knowing that the
Oh,
people
whoa,
who
what?
mattered to me
Hold on a
most could
second.
now walk the streets
There's a
of
sharpener in the
Vancouver
base
with
of
their
this
heads held
thing.
high.
That
Summit
is
Ice.
genius.
What do you think, huh?
I love everything about it. A lot of zippers. Zippers are very important to me. Yeah, because all my change falls out and, you know, I need stuff in there. Yeah, look at this. You can loosen the sleeves too. Or...
Absolutely.
Turn the music on, hear the drum and drum. Reach up, feel them high, so alive. This is day one. This is day one.
Summit Ice.
My name is Nathan Fielder, and I graduated from one of Canada's top business schools with really good grades. Now, I'm using my knowledge to help struggling small business owners make it in this competitive world. This is Nathan for you. If you need to move to a different house, you might call City of Angels, an up-and-coming moving company that serves the LA area.
I don't know what else to do.
But lately, owner David Sassoonian has been finding it hard to stay profitable with the rising cost of labor in his industry.
For us, our most expensive cost is our employees, for sure.
But after spending some time watching David's movers, I realized there might be a simple solution to all of his problems. So I paid him a visit to see if I could help.
I'm gonna try something.
Your movers are very in shape.
Our guys are in shape, yeah.
Lifting all those boxes and furniture, that's a great way to get fit.
Yeah, the guys we're getting a great workout. They're always getting a great workout.
And that's the idea. You see, the average gym member in America spends over $700 a year to perform physical labor that's very similar to the work that David's employees do. So if we can make a convincing argument that moving boxes and furniture from house to house is a better workout than going to the gym, David could tap into an endless supply of labor that would actually pay him for the opportunity to move stuff. The plan? Turn the job of moving into America's next fitness craze.
People don't usually pay to work for somebody else.
I think you'll get a lot more people if they just think it's a workout and we don't tell them that they're actually doing free labor. I mean, that's just my opinion as someone who knows a lot about marketing.
I don't know. I don't know if I can convince people to do that.
David was skeptical, but agreed to give me the chance to prove that this would work. Launching a fitness craze, however, would be no easy task. I didn't know much about this stuff, but it seemed like every popular workout was based around a charismatic figure who's a living example of what the workout can do. I know I'm charismatic, and since the workout was my idea anyways,
I know
I
I'm
thought it would be
charismatic.
easiest if I just did it. But after reviewing the promotional images I took, I realized I just didn't have the body to be a convincing fitness authority. So I sent my producers to a local fitness convention, and they found a professional bodybuilder who seemed interested in being a spokesperson. So later that week, I brought him into my office to see if he could impress me enough to get the job.
I'm older, but watch me. Look at me. I can outperform you. I can, I look just as good as you do. I see this as an opportunity for me to teach.
Jack said all the right things, but what I really cared about was his body.
Holy schmokos. Big muscles. It's so awkward.
Yeah, seems like you got a good bod.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jack got the job, and because his role as spokesman would be so crucial, I prepared an extensive contract for him to sign.
In the event of your death, we would have the rights to your name,
Sure.
likeness,
Sure.
DNA as well.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
With Jack on board, I walked him through my concept for a new
There's a
workout
dog down
called
there.
The Movement that would consist entirely of moving boxes and furniture from one location to another. My plan was to position Jack as the guru behind this workout, in the hopes I could convince people he got his amazing physique solely from lifting household items.
Let's see some attitude. Beautiful.
And to really sell this idea, I hired an obese lookalike to pose as Jack before he lost the weight.
Lookalike.
Now that the movement had its figurehead, I wanted to legitimize Jack with his own book. So to get the job done quickly, I contacted a ghostwriter who advertised his services on Craigslist and invited him to my office to see if he was right for the task.
What I'm looking for is someone who knows a lot about fitness.
Okay.
Is that you?
Yes.
For my own due diligence, I need to know you're a good writer before hiring you, obviously.
Yeah.
So can you come up with an original sentence right now and tell it to me?
Okay. Okay. The candles flickered, the sheets were still, but all the energy in the room surrounded Roman and Kinsey. Kinsey stepped forth and gently touched Roman's arm. He suddenly felt weak in his legs and trembled and fell, as if his Achilles heel had been struck by a blade, but all it was simply a woman's touch.
Wow. That's a good sentence.
Thank you.
Obviously, this book would be more fitness, but Austin seemed like a pretty good fit for the project, so I gave him as much information as I could about the workout and its founder, Jack.
What did he do when he was younger?
As a child?
Yeah.
Some things I don't know, and you're just gonna have to fill in the blanks yourself.
Things I don't know.
All right, then.
You're just gonna have to
With
make
Austin
up a
off to
whole
write the
backstory
book,
for this
I
guy?
had a cover designed highlighting that Jack got his body only by moving boxes and furniture, and that he'd never been to a gym in his life. The problem was, in reality, Jack goes to the gym religiously.
I'm in the gym 6 to 7 days a week.
With the movement about to go public, I couldn't risk Jack being seen at a gym, or else we'd be exposed as a fraud. So I set up a private workout space for him so he could keep up his body in secret. So you think this will work to maintain those muscles?
If this is, you know, what I have to do, I'll make it work.
All right, well,
Good God.
you gonna have a workout, or?
Good God.
All right. Have fun. I felt confident moving forward now that our secret was safe, and I was thankful that Jack was so committed to the movement. And a couple days later, Austin returned with the completed book. Steve Jobs?
Yeah. I was one of his childhood friends.
Oh, okay. Austin had taken a few liberties with Jack's life story, but for my purposes, it would work. So I rush-published a bunch of copies and mailed them to media outlets throughout the state in the hopes I'd get some interest. And as luck would have it, we soon got the big break we needed. So I have some exciting news.
Okay.
One of the most popular morning
I need a
news shows in the
publicist.
state wants you to talk about the movement live on air tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. Wow.
How do you feel?
I felt I felt a rush go right by me. I mean, that is phenomenal.
Just so you know, too, I gave them this book that I had ghostwritten about your life.
Okay.
Obviously, the author didn't know anything about you, so he kind of made some stuff up.
Okay.
It seems like a big part of it is how you were childhood friends with Steve Jobs. So, do you know Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs, yes. He's the Microsoft.
Apple.
Well, Apple, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, you might want to read it over to get a sense of what your life is like before tomorrow.
Okay.
In the later chapters, it actually says you spend a lot of time volunteering with jungle children. I don't know what that is, but you might want to bring it up because audiences love someone who gives back and is charitable.
Okay. Well, I'll tell them, you know, what they want to hear.
You're watching San Diego 6 News in the morning.
Welcome back. We are in spring, but we're always looking ahead to summer. And if you're looking to lose a couple of pounds, we have a free way to do it with things that are already in your home, and we have proof that it works.
We're going to introduce you to someone. Come in here and look at this before picture. This is Jack Garbarino before. This was Jack about 100 pounds ago. Now let's have you the grand reveal.
Big reveal.
This is Jack now.
Hello.
How great do you look now, Jack?
I look great. I feel great. I feel a renewed person. I'm lean and mean, and I'm a fighting machine.
The news appearance couldn't have gone better, and over the next couple weeks, Jack made appearances on morning shows throughout the region.
Our next guest lost more than 100 pounds and never stepped foot in a gym.
Can you lose 100 pounds just by moving boxes and furniture? One guy says it's possible.
Look at this man. He lost over 100 pounds, and now he's sharing his fitness tips with all of us.
Jack,
Glad to be here.
your story of inspiration.
Yes, yeah, that was me. I mean, you could see that I was a fat tub of lard, and
You can say it, I can't.
And you also came across Steve Jobs.
Yes.
How did you meet him?
Well, I grew up with him as a child.
No kidding.
He was my best friend as a child.
Were you able to keep that friendship with Steve Jobs so he could see what you were motivated to actually become?
He never saw me really at this fit. We kept in touch, but that's it. Simple as this. I do charity work with jungle children.
Jungle child is what?
Yeah, jungle child are children that live in the jungle. A while ago, I was working with a jungle child. His name was Denby.
What?
He was a great inspiration for me.
Jungle child?
And unfortunately, tragically, he died, and when baboons kidnapped and ate him. It was actually one of the worst days of my life.
Where is this? Jack turned out to be an extremely compelling spokesman, and he was really hitting our message home.
In my opinion, Jim stands for giving your money away. Never been to a gym in my life. Never stepped a foot in the gym in my entire life. I got this body by simply just moving boxes and furniture. If I could do it, anybody else can do it.
Fantastic.
Sign up, and you can see what we're doing to help people around the country.
Good work. You look amazing.
Thank you very much.
And before long, the movement inbox was flooded with requests from people wanting to try the workout. So I returned to City of Angels and convinced David to let us do our first workout on one of his upcoming moving jobs. With an opportunity to finally prove my concept, I was excited. But that's when I made a troubling discovery. When I stopped by the storage unit, I noticed that none of the water we had left for Jack had been touched. At first, I thought he might just be bringing his own water. But when I had the clerk check the gate access records, I realized he might not have been going to his private gym at all.
I don't see any report that shows it was accessed.
He's not even going to
this.
this
Wasn't good.
gym
I have
he's
major
made
trust
for
issues
him.
stemming from a non-sexual incident that happened when I was a child, so I didn't know if I was just being paranoid. But if Jack was still going to his old gym after saying otherwise to an audience of millions, the credibility of our entire workout would be shattered.
Never stepped a foot in the gym in my entire life.
I couldn't risk letting this guy destroy everything I had created, so I paid a visit to a private investigator I'd worked with in the past to help me find out if Jack was honoring our agreement. I want you to help me keep tabs on a fitness model that I'm working with.
Okay. Male or female?
Male.
Male. Okay.
Oh, this
I
fucking
wanted to stay
guy.
on task, but the conversation got sidetracked as Brian started bragging that he too was a model who had appeared in a couple of magazines in the 80s.
And then all of a sudden, it just went from that magazine to that magazine, and no,
what
it was
magazine?
Penthouse magazine.
Oh, Penthouse. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
years ago, years ago.
Penthouse is porn.
It's not. All they take is taking photos of you. That's it. You know, you're with a gorgeous woman.
So you're fully nude in it.
Can't really see much.
But you're penetrating.
Penetrating, you can't see.
That's porn, right?
No, it's not. Not even close to being porn. No. All it is just being a male model and taking photographs of you with another woman. Very tasteful, very professional.
But your penis was erect.
Yeah, of course it is. When you got a nice
And
looking
you're
girl.
naked.
And you're naked. Yeah.
But what do you call that?
What do you mean? What do you call that?
That type of modeling.
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
You know, adult entertainment modeling.
Okay. Once Brian was finished bragging, I filled him in on my suspicions about Jack. He says he works out every day, so if he's going
Obviously,
to gym...
he has to work out to get that kind of body.
Brian agreed that something wasn't adding up and recommended a covert surveillance. So early the next morning, he picked me up in a Best Buy parking lot.
Do it!
And we headed to the neighborhood where Jack lives, parking just down the street from his home.
Just sit here and wait.
Play a game. Probably play a game.
After 2 hours of waiting, Jack still hadn't emerged, but I was determined to stick this out as long as it takes. It's a woman.
Yep. It's not porn.
Penthouse?
No, it's not porn.
I think it is porn.
Porn is when you have an intercourse or fellatio, one of the two.
But you were with a woman.
Yes.
And so that means you did porn.
No penetration. I just wish I waited a little bit longer till the kids got a little bit older.
Why?
Because the kids were young, and one was out of high school and going to college, and the other two were in high school. I just wish that the little one was out of high school.
Aww.
Some people, don't want to wait it out because they figure, they're wasting 5 years of their own life. I need to get out. We do too much for our children.
After 5 hours of waiting, I was about ready to give up. But then, Jack finally emerged. That's him.
Let's go. Put your glasses on. Okay, let's do it. We're on a code 5 right now. It's called the code 5, mobile surveillance. Here he is. Okay.
right turn.
Listen, good job. Lone Hill Ave.
After making a quick stop at a drugstore, I was hopeful he would just be heading back home. But unfortunately, Jack had something else in mind.
This is where he's going.
Wait.
Crunch Fitness.
This wasn't good. Clearly, Jack wasn't taking our business arrangement as seriously as I had hoped.
The guy lied to you. He has no respect for you. None.
I was shocked to discover that Jack had been going to his regular gym behind my back. This had to be dealt with quick. So the next day, I had him meet me at the storage locker to confront him about what I saw. So, how's our secret gym been working out for you?
It's working out okay. Yeah. It gets a little hot in there. You gotta get the workout and come out, come out nice and drenched.
Mm-hmm. Look, Jack, I know you haven't been coming here. I know you're still going to your regular gym.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that true?
Yes.
With his back against the wall, Jack admitted that the storage unit didn't work for him.
I can't get a good full workout in this gym.
Fortunately, I had come prepared with a compromise that would allow him to work out at any gym he wanted. The way I see it, the only way you can go to your gym is in disguise.
Okay.
So, do you think this is something that can work for you?
Yes, I can put it to work.
Everybody was happy, and after telling Jack that I'd be secretly watching him for the next 6 months, I could now be confident
I'll be
that he'd stick with the
secretly
plan,
watching
and our
you for the
secret
next
would be
6 months.
With Jack back in line, I reached out to our list of eager movement participants and booked 3 of them for what I described as a free workout intensive. But in reality, these people were showing up for the real moving job I had scheduled with David. Hey everyone. So I'm going to start by asking you all a question. Are you guys ready to change your life with the movement workout?
Yeah.
And what better way to pump them up than with an inspirational speech from Jack?
I lost over 100 pounds just by moving boxes and furniture.
Well, how did it go?
If I could do it, you could do it. Now let's get started and let's start moving.
It's great. Thank you, Jack. You're
Thank
truly
you.
an inspiration
Thank
to us
you.
all.
Pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Now that Jack had inspired and energized the group, I handed each of them their matching team workout wear and headed to the client's home to have them fill out the necessary paperwork. Now, it was finally time to see if these 3 strangers would complete an entire moving job for free. What you'll be getting today is a full body workout. So in this house, I've prepared a bunch of furniture and boxes for you to move into this truck. Got it?
Are we timed on this? Is there a certain time limitation?
The goal is to move as fast as you can because we want a cardio workout too.
Okay.
And with that, they began.
Whoa, there's a lot of stuff.
To be honest, I had my doubts going into this. But not only were they efficiently moving the client's stuff, to my surprise, the group actually seemed to be enjoying their workout.
I mean, I've helped friends move before, but I never thought of it as a workout.
So if you go like this, you'll get a bicep workout.
Okay, I'm gonna do some.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it
Gonna do
became
some bass
clear
here
they had all
soon.
bought into the dream that Jack was selling. And after only 2.5 hours, the truck was all loaded up. It was a bit of a challenge to explain why we needed to go to a second house to unload. We're halfway there, but this next part is the most crucial part because your muscles are training during exhaustion, but it seemed like their faith in Jack's workout gave them the will to keep going. There she goes. It took 5 full hours to complete the move, but these people did it without ever thinking it was actual labor.
This is
and with
so
everything
funny.
unloaded from the truck, I congratulated my team on finishing their first workout and sent them off.
He's so awkward.
The moving job was complete, and even though the homeowner had a few minor complaints,
The way they handle the boxes and stuff, I said, they're not professionals.
well, I appreciate that feedback. I think that's really smart. He eventually agreed to sign off on the job.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
No, it's okay. Everyone has a different personality. And that meant my concept was a success. So the next day, I returned to David to introduce him to the only employee he'll ever need. This is Jack Garbarino.
Hey, Jack.
Hi,
I'm
nice to
David.
meet you.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
And it's his hard work and dedication that really made this workout happen.
Okay.
So anytime you need new movers,
Okay.
Jack can go on the news,
lie to everyone in America, and you'll get a fresh batch of people ready to move houses for free.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. Ready to roll.
All right, well, I'll leave you two to take it from here.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, so you're my new boss, so my job is to be out there to promote. And I can do news broadcasts and be out in the public. I can do, seminars or, I know Steve Jobs, he passed away, founder of Apple.
I was happy that David now had the free labor he'd always wanted. And knowing that Jack was holding up his end of the bargain, I could be sure
set up
that the
some mics
movement's
and stuff.
future was secure. But there was still one more thing I had to take care of.
I just pulled up the dictionary definition of pornography. Printed or visual material containing the explicit description or display of sexual organs or activity.
Or you just Googled this, right?
Yeah, that's the dictionary definition.
Printed or visual. Okay, it was printed for sure. You wonder why my parents were so mad at me.
He just found out that it was
Absolutely.
No wonder my parents were so fucking mad at me.
I've never been to a gym in my life.
I have never been to a gym before.
Never in my life.
Never in my life.
I haven't even walked in the door to look around.
I haven't even walked in the door to look around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Nathan Fielder, and
so
I graduated.
good. So good. In the studio. Let's get inspired by some people in the studio. Who's good? There needs to be more making of albums. You know? Rare finish. Cause this shit gets me so stoked. Sick. Big chunk out of this bass. Big chunk. All my instruments are broken as shit. All my instruments are broken as shit. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. So, you guys don't get to hear the song. We get to hear my bass. Unfortunately for y'all, let me change this. Ball line, no bass line. Let's ensure the tone is good, the tone is good, the tone is good. Let's ensure the tone is good early in the morning. Fuck. Tune it up a little bit here. Input 2, input 7. Lost his man, can he see, or is he blind? Okay, let's record something really quick. We'll mute this. Okay. Let's see. Sick. Okay. Let's try to write a bass line. I like that already. I'm gonna record that real quick before I lose it. Before I lose it. Sometimes the first thing you do is the best. Sick. Okay, but I'm gonna mute those. Duplicate. Oh yeah. Oh, it's just fucking wasn't so fucking buzzy. Which pickup's on? That's that pickup. XD, you rolling with me? You should post this stream to the subreddit, the Uncle Outrage subreddit. Get some more peeps up in here. I don't know who else frequents that doesn't know that I'm already doing this. I wish I had a nicer bass. How I wish I had a nicer bass. So oh, there's some cool guitars in this, guys. There's some really cool guitars there. Wait, in here? I made you a mod. Are you like, wait, are you talking to other people that might come? Are you saying that they made you a mod in the Uncle Outrage subreddit? Doodle-doo. On this UO subway. That's awesome. Good job. Good job. You're mod in 2 places. So much unpaid labor from RXD. Wait, you could probably just post my my Twitch link in like the info. I'll be like, if you want to talk to UO's bass player or whatever, just have my link there. As a part of the bio. I'd be cool with that. I'm just gonna record this straight through, see if it works. Yeah, it's not. If you don't have to do that, it's just. I'm just shamelessly trying to self-promote right now, so. That's where it changes. Changes right there. Almost sounds like a key change. The basis of Uncle Orange. That is the truth. Fuck, that's hard. I wish I had a fucking short scale bass. That was cool. Okay, sorry. I get so distracted from it takes me forever to write stuff. after that. Okay, I'm just gonna record the bass. I'm just gonna record the notes so I know what I'm doing. That's where I need to figure out what happens. It goes. Doodly 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 doodly. Oh, is that him? That's a weird one. I wonder. That's a... Come on, Nils! Nils! This is... You got... Fuck, you guys should be stoked. This song is awesome. This song is fucking sick. There's guitars in this one that I don't like, that are really interesting for Uncle Outrage. I think Nils came over and saw my studio and was like, okay, let's get to work. I just need to figure out the fucking... I think I got it. I think I got it there. Let's see if that works. I keep going way too late. I'm gonna try to play. I normally try to play with the drums, but I'm gonna kind of doing something with the guitar here. Okay, that's cool. Whoa. I sent Nils all the recordings from the lives. He liked them. So he knows all your usernames now. He's heard your songs. Okay, that's sick. That's a keeper right there. Doom. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Haven't you emailed with him before? Was it you that was having a lot of trouble getting ordering stuff? I can't remember. I remember it was you or someone else. I thought it was you. Yeah, see, you've already talked to Nils. You've talked to Nils. Okay, I think I'm just gonna keep that intro really simple. And then maybe I'll go nuts here. I haven't even gone to the end of the song. That's fun. I start writing it before I even listen to the whole song. Crazy. Craziness. Fuck. Fuck. You guys can't hear it. You can't hear it. I wonder if I could play like. I don't think I could play anything for you guys specifically. There's like keyboards going on that'd be really cool to follow, but I'm not that talented. It's tricky. Is that how it is? Oh, that's where it's got to end up. Fuck, that's so hard. Oops. No. Cancel. Yeah. This is so hard. Meow. I'm just gonna record that part because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to it, but that's sick. Maybe I should just keep it simple for the rest of it. How do I spell opening? Opening. Opening. Trying to learn the keyboard part's gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I need to find a bounce, a vibe. That might be the way to go. That might be good. Go offbeat with it. Offbeat with it. You guys can't hear it, but I'm going offbeat with it. Fuck. Ooh, I might do a bass solo here. Ooh. Fuck. That's hard. Oh, it's just... It's just for like a fucking measure or two. Oh no, wrong key. Ah! Ah! That was kind of cool. Ah, I just figured. Oh my god. Is that it? That was cool. It was the wrong notes. Okay, if I can do that with all the right notes, it's gonna sound so sick. It's not the right notes. Ow! My fingers are hurting. Oops. Ah! Fuck! Off. Damn! I can do that better. I can do that better than that. Maybe I can't. I absolutely can do, but I don't know how I feel about that weird this thing. I don't know how I feel about that one. Put it down here for now. Nope. Nope. There's got to be a way to like lock shit in time while you move it. You know? Probably is. Whatever. I'll figure it out eventually. One day. Okay, it is just, it's that riff again. I can do it. I can do it all in one go. Why doesn't it sound right on this one now? Is it different over here? Okay, that is kind of rad, actually. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got this. This isn't grounded properly. I think this is where I want to be. He. Do. I need these ones separate. Oh, I wish you guys could hear this. I wish I could show you. Fuck's sakes. I wish I could show you this song and show you it all. I wish we could record together, but I can't spoil it. You wouldn't really want it anyway. Doo doo doo. Wee 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 wee. It's wheeze. Wheeze. Maybe. Maybe. I have to get approval for stuff like that from the boss. Woo. Woo. Booty, 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 dee doo. This is gonna be the sickest song ever made. You closed it. You closed it on yourself. You love it. That dog's a lug nut. That dog's a lug nut. That dog don't know nothing. All of them are getting the exact same compressor put on them. Because that compressor rips hard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I'm saying? But then I need to pick one of these two to add bass to. Which I will put on max bass. Max bass. There's also another one, submarine. Whoa! I wish how I could show. I wish I could show you guys. Because I'm playing this higher up on the frets, I'm adding some low frequency to it. So it matches the bass of the... So it matches, so it doesn't like feel like you're missing low end. What the fuck, I come in way too soon here. Look at that. Look at how early I jumped that gun. Boom, 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 boom. This is sick. Oh, I wish I could show you. What was I gonna do to this? I was gonna do Fab Filter. Which one was it? Fab Filter. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Saturn, that's the one. Does this have a... Ooh, 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 fat tape and comp. I do like that. Mm. Crazy. That's crazy, dog. Absolutely crazy dog. Okay, now I need to do this. Boo-doo-boo. 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 Let it go. Let it go. I don't want to hear you cry no more. Let it go. Let it go. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Restoration. Restoration. Which is the fucking noise one? Repair assistance? Whoa! Save project there. Not that. Not that. I'll tell you what. NS1. I just need to get my fucking bass set up better so it doesn't sound so shitty. The hell is this? I don't know what this one is. Gallium sound. I think it's gonna crack my shit up. Oh, that's oh. I can't remember what the best X noise remover. It is X. Soap RX. Guitar denoise? Weird. Doodly 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 doo. Yeah, what if I do that? Spectral denoise? Wow. File save project. Okay, I got it. Oh man, I wish I could show you. I'll play the whole bass line after. I'll play the whole bass line, don't worry. It's almost ready to, it's almost ready to export. I think that's it. I'll send it to Nils. I'll see if Nils likes it. Doodly doo 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 doo. Look, it's rendering. You can see it. You can see the fudge being made, or the sausage being made. That's what they say? How the sausage is made? Big heart, stay steady now. It's almost over, but it can't wait now. Big heart, already in. And really what I don't think now. Music. I'm inventing a new thing called schmusic. Where did it go? God damn it. Why would it put it there? Okay. Okay, here's the bass. Here's the bass. I think I only want to send that one track. Yeah. I'll see what Nils has to say. All right. All done. Major epic. Major epic ween. Major epic ween. Major epic ween. Ooh, we are the winners. We win the song. We win the best bass song ever. We're the best ones. Ooh, we're the best ones. Ooh, Mono Neon. This guy's so good. Fuck, I wish I could play my instrument at all. Oh, new donkey.
What the hell kind of night name is Sophie.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is going $50 or $20. Let's find out. We're fucked. Daryl and Oates, it's a famous band of two brothers. The licensing fee on this song alone is gonna bump up the price to 70 minimum. 60 is already out of the equation.
Lucia.
Oh no, she's in this. That's a famous actor. She's from, look at the hair physics. We're fucked.
Do you know why you're here?
I'm here to tell the people how much Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna cost, and you can't stop me. $200 minimum. We are fucked. Zoom in on that plane. That might be a clue. $69 confirmed. We're back in business, everybody. We're dead. We're broke. That's more birds on screen than Warhammer. We are done, son. We are gonna need $40,000 to buy this game.
$40,000
money.
What the fuck? You can't be doing games that look like this. Think of me money, Rockstar Game. Look how many animations you got going off in the shot. The ladies, the dog joggers, these people are having a beach blast. This dude is spraying a big ass. The sunbathers all have unique poses. There's 2 planes and 3 helicopters in this shot. We're gonna need more money to buy this game, Arthur. If we take all the money on screen in this shot, still not gonna be enough to buy the game. Now, I've played GTA 5 more than 5 times. That's a great game. But I gotta say that none of the stuff from the GTA 5 trailer is in the game at all. The NPCs don't interact with each other like this. Or maybe they do, and you just don't notice because you're in the car the whole game. Rockstar has gone on record saying they spent $50 million on the butt physics alone for this game. The bigger the butts, the bigger the bucks you gotta pay to play the games. Take it back. Why are they doing this to us? The black man's secret handshake, that's 12 mil alone.
Should we do some more karaoke?
Perform that. Look at the stupid ass realistic lighting on his little shirt creases.
We'll need more money.
That's stupid.
We'll need more money.
And every shot is doing something different. This is fake. This is staged. We're only going to be paying $6 for this game. Thank you.
After a certain point, like graphics gonna just get so good, they're just gonna feel, it's gonna feel too real, and it's not gonna feel like a game anymore, and it won't be fun. Cause like that's what, like I like some stylized graphics. Like there's a new one that just came out. What was it called? South of Midnight. Very stylized. They're not trying to be super realistic.
Rockstar.
It's like two different directions with graphics.
The hair is where the money is. Boobies have been mastered since PS1. That hair is not fair. We are paying $600 for this game because it's the 6th one, but not really though. Vice City, I already got that game. It's free. Croc is in this, and it's the remastered graphics too. That's bumping us to $650. Oh no.
Oh no.
$750.
The only way we're gonna get through this
is money offer. This shot is moronic. This shot cannot be achieved. What console are you releasing this game on? PS10? Even the strongest computer in the world cannot render this shot in real time at this frame rate. Every single stupid bottle is individually lit.
Oh, this might be the game that finally like makes my graphics card super obsolete to be. Might be a really hard game to run.
I don't know anything about computers or technology. I just know what video games look like, and they don't look like this. We are paying $7,777 for the honor of playing this game.
We are going to need some
always.
money. Just go get me my checks.
The game is entirely customized to your real life name. We are fucked. He's just saving up for GTA 6. Sicko shot dudes in the truck. Construction workers working on the road. The birds are getting spooked off by a plane. What is this? Everybody take a loan tonight.
We are gonna borrow a little money.
Now with this part, what are we doing or saying where this can be real? No. Pay attention to the cat.
Oh wait, you know what?
Now look at the lady. You kind of.
You could give me a my own customized flare in a. On Reddit, saying like the
rotator body to squeeze past him. Huh? Look at the beer moving around in the bottle. We are not paying anything less than $22,000 to play this game. Now, if you can't afford that, look, You can always go outside. The graphics are almost as good.
What's your name?
I thought you knew my name, Games.
They got your name, address, they got everything.
Yeah, I mean, Rockstar's gonna have your name and address. You're gonna be paying this game off in monthly installments for 5 to 7 years. But look at how good the lighting is in the cutscenes. Just so beautifully composed with every shot. Yes, this game is gonna cost $130,000 before tax. But think about how much money this game cost them. Okay? The people who funded this game are sitting there right now like,
we need that money.
The bad news is that this game is too fancy for anybody to afford. But the good news is that it's probably never gonna come out anyway.
Oh, god damn it. Did it just make me a new Reddit account? Fuck, I have 2 accounts. I just can't remember what the other one is. Bullshit ass. Okay, whatever. Can I change my account? I think I told you that, I don't know how to do that. No, nothing about it. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no worries. No worries. It's probably best not to anyway. Because, I used to use this Reddit for other activities. Boom, boom. So if you go far enough back in my comments, it's me promoting my spicy web page, Jess and I's spicy web page. There's still links to it. So that's okay, cuz hey, people can go subscribe and make some money. I can make some money. Let's go. It's still open. We still do it. We still use that site. Bum, bum, bam, bam. Bye. See you later. You don't need to say sorry. Tired. I'm crashing horde. Reddit. Demonetized. Demonetized. Rare.
Green Day.
No way.
Oh, hi, how you doing? Susan Lucci, eat your heart out. And thanks a lot. My wife's at home. She's having a baby next week. I just want to say hi to her, and also I want to say hi to my son Joey. And thanks a lot. And Rob Cavallo.
Did you miss the bass recording?
And Mark Clore. Where are they? Hey, look at that guy. I don't know if Mark Clore is here, but he's the one who introduced us to making videos, and he made this one. He's made almost every single one that we have done, and I just want to say thanks to him. So.
Oh, message from Billy Joe.
Billy Joe here. There was a documentary that was filmed about my time on Broadway when we were doing American Idiot, and it's called Broadway Idiot. So it opens on October 11th. And furthermore, you should go see it.
That'd be cool. I would like to go see a Green Day movie. I would watch a Green Day movie in a heartbeat. Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I watch a Green Day movie? I would love to watch a Green Day movie.
I have accepted the Governor General's request to form a new government. And I share this responsibility with the members of Canada's new federal cabinet. I'm going to applaud them. I'm going to applaud them. Canadians elected this new government with a strong mandate to define a new economic and security relationship with the United States and to build a stronger economy for all Canadians. Canadians also sent a clear message that their cost of living must come down and that our communities must be safe.
What are you going to do, buddy?
The swearing in of this
Save us,
cabinet
baby.
is amongst the fastest following an election, and the beginning of the new parliament will be one of the most rapid following an election in Canadian history. We are starting as we aim to go on. Our government will deliver its mandate for change with urgency and determination. We're going to deliver that mandate with a new team, purpose-built for this hinge moment in Canada's history. This cabinet is smaller and more focused than those of previous governments. It will operate with a commitment to true cabinet government, with everyone expected and empowered to show leadership, to bring new ideas, to have a clear focus, and to take decisive actions to accomplish their work. In a return to more traditional cabinet government, Our cabinet will be supported by 10 secretaries of state who will lead on key priorities within their ministers' portfolios. Nous allons gouverner en tant qu'équipe, autant au sein du Conseil des ministres que du caucus, et travailler de façon constructive avec l'ensemble des partis au Parlement. The decisions made by this new Parliament, which starts on the 26th of May, will be critical to Canada's future. Our new government's core priorities will be outlined on the 27th of May by His Majesty King Charles III in the speech from the throne. Nous allons travailler avec l'ensemble de nos partenaires pour atteindre nos objectifs et réaliser les changements désirés par les Canadiens et Canadiennes. Le Canada est plus qu'une nation. C'est une confédération fondée sur l'union des peuples, français, anglais et autochtones. L'approche de notre gouvernement va refléter cette réalité. We will govern as a cabinet constructively and collaboratively, working with caucus and across parties in Parliament to deliver the change that Canadians want and desire. Our new government will be a strong and reliable partner to the provinces, the territories, and to Indigenous peoples. We will reinforce bridges across labor, business, and civil society. And together, we will advance the nation-building investments that will support the core mission of this government, which is to create the strongest economy in the G7, an economy that works for everyone. Alors que nos travailleurs et nos entreprises continuent de faire face aux tarifs injustifiés imposés par les États-Unis, mon gouvernement va se battre pour le Canada, pour que le Canada obtienne le meilleur accord possible. Pour le faire, nous allons prendre le temps nécessaire, mais sans plus. En même temps, nous allons renforcer nos relations avec des partenaires fiables. Le Canada a ce dont le monde a besoin. Et nous défendons des valeurs que le monde respecte. Nous allons renforcer notre propre économie, une économie qui crée des emplois, qui augmente les salaires, qui est résiliente face au choc. Pour y arriver, nous allons bâtir une seule économie canadienne au lieu de 13. D'ici la fête du Canada, mon gouvernement aura fait sa part pour atteindre cet objectif. We're working already closely with the provinces, territories, and Indigenous peoples to identify and catalyze projects of national significance. Projects that will connect Canada, deepen our ties with the world, and grow our economy for generations. That work will be the primary focus of the first ministers' meeting that's due to take place on the 2nd of June in Saskatoon. My government will also take immediate action with immediate legislation to fast-track these nation-building investments and to eliminate all remaining federal barriers to internal trade as our contribution to building one Canadian economy out of 13. In everything, we will be guided by our conviction that our economy is only strong when it serves everyone. That means bringing down costs for all Canadians. It means making life more affordable and helping everyone to get ahead. To those end, my last government's first act was to cancel the consumer carbon tax. In this new Parliament, our new government will put more money in Canadians' pockets with a middle-class tax cut that will take effect by Canada Day, saving two-income families up to $825 a year. We will also cut the GST on homes under $1 million for first-time home buyers, and lower the GST on homes between $1 million and $1.5 million, helping to promote the goal of affordable home ownership. But that goal can only truly be achieved by doubling the rate of home building in this country. So we will build homes faster at lower costs with a smaller environmental footprint in construction and greater efficiency once families move in. And in that process, we will create an entirely new Canadian housing industry.
I don't think building more houses. I don't think we have a lack of houses.
Canadian technology, Canadian skilled workers, and Canadian lumber. My government will work relentlessly to keep Canada secure as a sovereign nation and to keep Canadians safe in their communities.
What we need to do is have a massive tax on people who have more than one home and one home sits empty. Study estimate 3 years ago, there's over 1 million empty homes in Canada. Like, all of them should be taxed like crazy. If you own a house and you're not having someone live there, it should be taxed to the point where you have to sell it. Because you shouldn't own more than one house. Resort towns. Yeah, that's why there's fucking housing crisis like crazy in all of these towns.
We will build a stronger Canadian Armed Forces to defend every inch of our territory through unprecedented investments in land, air, sea, and cyberspace. We will strengthen Canadian law enforcement and border security, including with 1,000 new RCMP personnel and 1,000 new border security officers. And we will toughen the criminal code for those threatening the safety of Canadians, including making bail harder to get for those charged with stealing cars, with home invasion, or with human trafficking. Nous allons bâtir la confiance en notre système de justice, et nous allons faire de même avec notre système d'immigration. Nous allons ramener l'immigration à des niveaux raisonnables, en plafonnant le nombre de travailleurs étrangers temporaires et d'étudiants internationaux. Dans toutes nos actions, nous serons guidés par une...
It's so boring. Canadian politics are too boring. There's I just saw a funny video though. Where'd it go? Oh wait, no, I don't want that. That's not what I wanted. Oh, there it is. This is really funny. Rhett and Link are throwing shade at Ethan. I hope they keep it up.
People are clicking away, Rhett.
Hey, no, let's put suits on.
Is that shade at Ethan, you think? I think it might be. It might be. Oh no, let's put suits on.
Year or so of my life messing around with these old box TVs. You know, CRT televisions. I've gone through many different TVs and played a bunch of consoles on them. It's really given me an appreciation for how CRTs draw a game's image. So much so that I now believe CRTs are necessary for retro games. Well, when it comes to using the original hardware, and for certain types of games. More on that later. My CRT journey started circa 2022 when I got back into retro gaming. I wanted to play both NES and SNES games, but was aware of the pain it is to get them looking good on a modern TV. Everybody was recommending CRTs.
So guys, there was one more story. There was one more.
Even though I did actually have a CRT when I was a kid.
Story that I wanted to make sure and cover today because it is deeply troubling. Hassan Piker, who is one of the most, if not the largest, most prominent pro-Palestine voice in the country.
No, he's the biggest politically neutral streamer.
Hours by Customs and Border Patrol as he tried to re-enter the country.
Apolitical.
He was flying in from France, and he was questioned on his views on Israel-Palestine for hours. Hassan recently spoke about this experience. Let's go ahead and take a listen to a little bit of what he had to say.
I'm sitting there and they're asking me about Trump. They're asking me about like Hamas and
he kept saying stuff. He kept saying stuff like, do you like Hamas? Like, do you support Hamas? Do you think Hamas is a resistance group? Do you think Hamas is a terrorist group or a resistance group? Like, he just kept asking over and over again, right? And I kept repeating the same statement over and over again. And every single time he asked me a question, a leading question about Hamas, I kept saying, the United States State Department recognizes Hamas as a terrorist organization. The fact that a lot of the shit that, like, the Ethan Kleins of the world have, like, cried about over and over again were unironically brought up in that fucking conversation. The Houthi. Like, did you interview a Houthi? It says here that you interviewed a Houthi. And I was like, or was he actually a Houthi? And I was like, he's not. You can look to all of the reporting that came out afterwards and before I interviewed him that he is not a Houthi. The very fact that that was like a point of contention that could have fucking gotten me arrested is insane. And I genuinely in that moment was thinking like, these fucking dumbass slop tubers are actually playing with fucking fire.
Yeah,
So
that's scary as
there is
shit.
a lot to say about this. So first of all, he's referring to the quote unquote hot Houthi that he interviewed a while back. Turns out the guy was not even Houthi, which is what he's talking about here. But clearly CBP grilling him on his political views and stances over the course of hours. And what Hassan points to there, he mentions Ethan Klein, who's his former podcast host, who he's had a falling out with primarily over some personal things, but also primarily over their respective views on Israel-Palestine. And so Ethan has been going in and criticizing Hassan for things like his interview with the quote-unquote hot Houthi. And so he's pointing to the fact that these CBP agents seemingly knew about the nature of this online critique. And it reminded me of the fact that you have this extreme Zionist radical organization called Beitar that has been claiming credit for giving the Trump administration lists of students that they want to be arrested and ultimately
That's so fucking terrifying. Jesus Christ.
deported, and have been tweeting out these lists. And there's some indication that the Trump administration is using social media for these types of operations. That's certainly what Beitar Worldwide is claiming. There's no confirmation of that from the Trump administration. But the fact that Hassan was targeted in this way and questioned in this manner, obviously deeply, deeply troubling. And Hassan himself, in another portion of his commentary here, talks about how he thinks this was very intentional to create a climate of fear and to try to get him and others to shut up about their views that differ from the stance of this administration. Let's go ahead and take a listen to that.
The reason for why they're doing that is, I think, to try to create an environment of fear, to try to get people like myself, or at least like others that would be in my shoes that don't have that same level of security, to shut the fuck up. And for me, I'm going to use the privilege that I have in that moment to try and see what the fuck they're doing.
So he talks there about how they're trying to create a climate of fear. Hassan is not the first person who's been seemingly targeted by Customs and Border Patrol, by the Trump administration in this manner. An immigration attorney who was returning back to the U.S. was similarly pulled aside for hours and questioned. With him, it was specifically about the work that he does, and they wanted to seize his phone and get a hold of his client list. Again, an immigration attorney. And this ties in with the larger project of the Trump administration, where they have been either overtly or floating the idea of labeling as domestic terrorists anyone who supports the Palestinian cause. So Hassan, again, being one of the most, if not the most prominent pro-Palestine voice in the country, getting targeted is deeply, deeply troubling. So that's one category of people. We've seen, of course, the way that they've applied this to students who are here on visas, even legal permanent residents like Mahmoud Khalil, not for any sort of criminal activity, but literally just for their speech, for penning an op-ed or being involved in a protest movement that is pro-Palestine. So Hassan appears to have been directly targeted because of his views on that issue. But that's not the only group that they've been going after, as evidenced by the immigration attorney who was pulled aside. Sebastian Gorka, who is the White House's counterterror czar, and Ken Kultunstein has done great reporting on this. He has floated that anyone who opposes the Trump administration's deportation policy should be seen as a domestic terrorist. And of course, we saw a judge who was arrested, in that context, and AOC and others have been threatened with arrest for advising immigrants of their rights and the rights that they can avail themselves of in this country. He's also floated labeling as domestic terrorists people who are just critical of the Trump regime, so the hands-off protesters he mentioned as well. Of course, Pam Bondi gave a press conference where she officially said that people who harbor ill will against Tesla, that they should be treated as domestic terrorists. And we know there have been, they really threw the book at some individuals who are accused of vandalizing Tesla or Tesla property. So this is part of a larger pattern, and it seems like Hassan handled it incredibly well. I don't know that I would have been so cool under fire as he was, gave answers that they couldn't.
Why do they have Hogg here and Hassan here? Hank Pecker is the hog. What are you guys talking about here?
Really used to do anything with, but he had the sense that they were trying to get him to express some sort of support for Hamas or for the Houthis, both of which are labeled terrorist organizations by the State Department, as he rightly points out, so that they could have some sort of pretext to potentially detain him, arrest him, and hold him for a longer period of time. So I don't know, guys. This is I think, another escalation when you're targeting prominent media figures simply for their speech on a topic that is dissonant from the Trump administration, from their regime. There were a few other things going on here that I just wanted to make sure and highlight. There's a video that recently went viral of a Massachusetts ICE raid where they are trying to arrest a mother. Her teenage daughter is obviously very upset. She's also holding a young child. There's a crowd that gathers at the scene. The agents, I'm not sure if these were ICE agents or local police, also got involved with this, even though they are not supposed to be involved whatsoever in immigration enforcement. But in any case, the teenage daughter ends up getting slammed and her face pushed into the ground. Let's go ahead and take a look at that footage.
Oh, jeez. This TOS? I don't know if I can show that. Brutal.
Seen on Eureka Street Thursday as Worcester police and ICE agents detained a mother and her 16-year-old daughter.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
They have not been identified. Worcester police said officers were dispatched to the area for a report.
They're just beating the shit out of fucking women and children now.
Newborn baby in her arms and standing in front of the ICE vehicle.
The cops need to be stopped.
Officers told her she was endangering the baby, so she handed the newborn to a relative. But police alleged
Defund the police. Defund the police.
She was arrested and charged with reckless endangerment of a child, disturbing the peace.
Are you fucking kidding me?
These are the types of scenes that are increasingly playing out across the country, including some of the public pushback.
That's
you
fucked.
Can see there's a crowd that forms that
Absolutely
is very concerned
fucked.
about what is happening, that is attempting to intervene. The police claim they were called in because this is their line, since they can't be involved directly in immigration enforcement. They were called in for crowd control, and that their actions were consistent with trying to get the crowd that had gathered there under control. But there has been increasing pushback from the public on these draconian tactics that are being utilized, including against a teenage girl here who gets thrown to the ground. This is, I was reading the local Massachusetts press. I think you pronounce it Worcester. Sorry, Massachusetts people, if I get that wrong. But in any case, there's a local uproar about the way all of this went down. And we've seen in other towns where actually public protests led to the release of some other immigrants who had been arrested and detained, including a child who had been arrested from school, and the principal and others pushed back, and they were able to secure the at least temporary release. Some good news I did want to share with you, though, in light of especially consistent with the news about Hassan here. We've been tracking all of the students that have been arrested for their speech, their pro-Palestine speech. One of those is Ramesa Ozturk. We all watched the video of her getting snatched and kidnapped off the street. Her crime, the only thing that this administration has ever accused her of, is penning an op-ed for the student newspaper calling for divestment from anything associated with Israel. That's literally all that she's ever been accused of. She's never been accused of any crime, even of saying from the river to the sea, God forbid. None of that. Just this op-ed in the student newspaper. She was arrested for that. The Trump administration shipped her down to Louisiana because they thought that the judges there would be harsher vis-a-vis immigrants, and that they would have a better chance of being able to secure Ozturk's continued detention and eventual deportation for what is very clearly just on the grounds of speech. They lost that battle to keep her in Louisiana, so that was a significant win for Ramesa Ozturk. She gets transferred back to Vermont. They hear her case in Vermont, and ultimately, this has not been fully decided yet, but they did decide while the trial is pending, they did decide to release Ramesa Ozturk, so she is now free for the moment while that case is pending. She spoke out about everything that's going on, including why she appreciates and respects this country, which I'm not sure that I would be big enough to say at this particular moment. But just take a listen to her comments upon her release.
I will continue my case in the courts. I came to the United States to pursue my graduate studies, learn and grow as a scholar, and also to contribute to child development field with my teaching, research, and applied work. America is the greatest democracy in the world, and I believe in those values that we share. I have faith in the American system of justice. This has been a very difficult time for me, for my community at TAS, at Turkey, but I'm so grateful for all the support, kindness, and care. My advisor sent me my dissertation proposal to the prison.
I was really struck there by, first of all, she says America's the greatest democracy in the world. I believe in those values that we shared, like the ability to hold on to that sentiment at this particular time when those democratic rights are very...
I don't know if how long that's gonna last for, because punishing people for speech isn't very democratic,
much under assault, and that she is bearing the brunt of that assault, I thought was pretty incredible. And also that even in this moment, when she's going through such a trying ordeal, she's still thinking about the other women that she saw and the pain and the anguish that they were suffering inside the immigration center. And I was actually talking to producer Mac before this segment. It really is incredible, the people that they have made an example of. Every one of them appears to be just the most kind, big-hearted, incredible people that you can imagine, whether it's Mohsen Madawi, if you listen to what he has to say about the need for justice for everyone and human rights and dignity for all. Mahmoud Khalil, we can actually he just penned an op-ed, we can put this up on the screen. Remember, this is a guy who, he is still being held in detention. He was denied the ability to be present for the birth of his firstborn child, and that's who he's writing to here. And again, all because he was just involved as a facilitator and a negotiator in the Columbia pro-Palestine protest. He says to his newborn son, Dean, my heart aches that I could not hold you in my arms and hear your first cry, that I could not unfurl your clenched fist or change your first diaper. I'm sorry that I was not there to hold your mother's hand or to recite the Ahhhh or to call to prayer in your ear. But my absence is not unique. Like other Palestinian fathers, I was separated from you by racist regimes and distant prisons. In Palestine, this pain is part of daily life. Babies are born every day without their fathers, not because their fathers choose to leave, but because they are taken by war, by bombs, by prison cells and by the cold machinery of occupation. The grief your mother and I feel is but one drop in a sea of sorrow that Palestinian families have drowned.
This is pretty nuts. In the last 24 hours, okay, the H3H3 production subreddit has posted about Hassan over 110 times in the last 24 hours. And Ethan wants to sit there and say it's not a snark, it's not a harassment snark subreddit. That's insanity. Insanity. Is this the scene?
Reddit is. They will never. You know how compromised Reddit is. I haven't said this before. It's so infuriating. We got a hold of someone at Reddit a few weeks ago, after everything was like peak, like max, crazy. And we told them about all the snark stuff. It was a comms person, and they got back to us, and they said, well, you guys are harassing people also. You're harassing people, and they're harassing people, so I don't see the difference between your community and their community.
You don't, yeah. That's a very fair response, I would say.
So, I mean, mind-blowing shit, dude. What a disgusting group of people that work there. Oh my god.
What a fucking loser. Maybe you should keep your fucking goddamn audience in check, you little fucking nerd. Okay, apparently the subreddit is siding with fascism too, so let's see how this goes.
Hassan claims customs stopped him for additional questioning when he re-entered the U.S. Why would Destiny do this to Hassan? DG operatives. Why would Disney do this to Hassan? You support terrorists while entering a country with a hyper-nationalist president who's ignoring courts. Why are you even in the U.S.? You could literally live anywhere on the planet. He chooses to live in a country he despises with citizens he despises. It's so fucking weird and cringe. He's a communist with a Gucci bag. Got his product kicks. Got to have his swag. Isn't he a Turkish dual citizen? Why is he paying American taxes he used to fund the genocide? Like, look at this. What the fuck is happening? I thought these guys hated Trump. What is going on?
Yeah, it's nuts. Let's see what else is going on here. Scroll through the new snark. This is... It's not even really a snark. Can it be a snark if you're just posting literally words from Ethan's mouth?
Over 110 times in the last 24 hours alone. Even Hassan's own Reddit page doesn't talk about him this much. Ethan Klein works alongside CBP to get Hassan detained routinely as far as back. People call Chicago Chirac are looked down upon here and is usually used by MAGA. We have a saying here, shut the fuck up about Chicago. Hassan implies that Admiral Culture killed himself. Hassan sitting in his daddy's lap. Hassan taking a question at O'Hare Airport by border agents. Hassan community shows that they're racist once again. Like, Homeland Security. They literally posted Homeland Security, nothing but lying for likes. Can you imagine being a supposedly progressive community and looking at the fascist Trump administration?
Have a good sleep.
Gestapo agents openly admitting that a detention happened, but then saying that it wasn't political targeting and agreeing with the Department of Homeland Security because of your, not even your own personal convictions about a Twitch streamer that you don't like, but because of your favorite content creators' opinions about a Twitch streamer he doesn't like.
I have to fix my DistroKid account before all my music gets deleted. Gay night. All my music's at risk from being deleted. Has it been deleted already? Let's see. It's still up. Oh, hell yeah. Woo! I put it on the stream at the beginning. And then I recorded an Uncle Outrage bass line. It was a really good was a good stream today. Real good stream. Did makeup, then recorded bass, and now I'm trying to figure out my fucking DistroKid. I don't want my music to get deleted. Where are you? Real big streams. That's funny. Good one, Jess. Is there any new Reddit stories or anything? Really glad to see the stream went well. I'm sure your bass part was awesome and the makeup is superb. I really admire it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Did I finish this one?
You know, last thing. I guess they were facing me. I ran them over. I tried to stop the bleeding, but all the candy kept falling out. Bye.
Okay. Comments. Not the asshole. As someone who isn't into clowns but loves Venetian masks, I can understand being creeped out by some of them. However, her turning this on your entire interest for clowns that you've had your whole relationships makes her the asshole. Also, if she's giving you ultimatums over how you decorate your own space based on your own interests, she's not the one.
Okay,
there will be someone who will
yesterday.
appreciate your collection, if not add to it themselves. OP responded saying, that's the crazy thing. She has bought me little clowns before. She has found a print of 2 clowns kissing at an art fest she went to, and she picked it up for me. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, this is the clowns one. I don't think did we end up finishing this? I don't even remember. Okay, bye, good night.
I think that threw her over the edge.
Yeah.
Does she hate Venice? It is sinking. That is sad.
It's very sad.
Someone said, good thing you found this out about her now. It isn't going to last. You're not the asshole right now because it is your place. But if the relationship progresses, you're likely to have a place together and then she won't allow it. And you'll be right back at this point, but with more feelings. Better to cut bait now and both get on with your lives. Find someone tolerant who doesn't care what your hobby is. And you can put up with her creepy 18th century Gothic porcelain doll collection too. Lastly, someone said, well, not the asshole, but no assholes here. She has the right to have an opinion and voice it out. You have the right to keep your stuff. If both can't fit together, you part ways. I think what you explained is reasonable and she is entitled to her preferences. Yeah, I mean, I disagree with small things of how they both went about things, but overall, the end dilemma is the same, and they're not assholes for how they feel about it.
Right.
One thing I wish I had learned when I was like much earlier in life was not to like change too much about yourself for someone. Like people put up with so much at the beginning and it's like, do you like clowns? And someone might just be like, yeah, totally. Or like, do you like classic French cinema? Yeah, totally. Let's go watch some. And then 2 years later, you end up in a spot like this. Like it's always better to be honest right off the bat and like just if the person's not right for you, you should say it. Like,
yeah, it's hard.
I don't think she just started not liking clowns, you know?
Yeah. I think maybe it's as things are getting more serious that she's starting to be like, oh.
I think he's adding more to the collection, and she's.
It'd be really funny to have to tell people how you broke up. Yeah, things weren't just working out. I have hundreds of clown dolls, and she didn't like them, so I broke up with her.
It's like, uh-oh. I thought we were kind of chilling for a little bit. I thought that was enough.
Yeah.
It's the masks.
It is the masks. They can be weird.
Update.
I knew it.
I wanted to clear up some things I saw in the comments. I had a small collection started by my grandparents when I was a baby. That's where I got my first swing jester. The collection has grown in the last 2 years to expand to common decor and not just dolls. For the update, she saw the post, she read the comments, and called me today. She wasn't too happy about being called the asshole, but she apologized for being controlling. Turns out she wanted to see if I'd get rid of my collection if it meant keeping her, like it was some relationship test. Note, she did really hate the Venetian masks and didn't like that they are hanging above my bed. I told her that if it came down between her needing me to get rid of them / sell them for expenses, then I would of course do that. But I'm not just going to get rid of my collection because someone says so. She asked if we could move on from this, and I told her no. I don't like that she tried to test my love by asking me to get rid of my collection. She left. We're officially broken up now. On the bright side, I can fill my house with more clown dolls. I even found a music box one online that I might get. Thank you everyone for helping me
You'll never
figure
be
out that I
lonely
wasn't
so
in the
long
wrong.
as you have
And
the
to those saying I'm a
clowns.
serial killer for owning clowns, I've read quite a few comments from people collecting dead things, so I think I'm in the clear on that. Yeah, there's
okay.
There's some wild collections. That
He
people
went.
have.
He kind of went the opposite direction.
Were you
with
hoping that they
update.
didn't break up?
Well, here's the deal. He never mentioned that the masks were over the bed. I
a big
get
one.
that.
That's a weird one.
They were over the bed? Like looking down
if you
at the
just
bed?
moved them away from the bed, That's not too crazy to ask.
I would agree with that. No clowns in the bedroom, no masks
He's
in the
like,
bedroom.
see, I did it. And now I'm going to be single forever and fill up my house with clown shit.
What if he was like, well, sometimes they're over my bed, and then sometimes I find them in other parts of my house?
Yeah.
This is what I don't like. This is the shit that I don't like. If you said that to me, I'd be like, we're moving the fucking mask.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of respect that they did break up because for me, this was like, oh, it's probably about the principle of the thing. Like, if I had any, like, I don't collect anything in particular, really, but it's like, if I had something and someone was like, I'm testing you with it, it'd be like,
yeah, that sucks.
are we gonna, is it really just this, or is this gonna be a precedent we set? And I don't like the precedent.
No, a test is a whole new thing.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess we're all the assholes.
They threw their
when you think about it.
It's so true.
Honestly, yeah.
But masks, no thank you.
I guess we all kind of wear our own masks sometimes, if you really think about it. What the hell? Today's Reddit Stories is brought to you by ZocDoc.
Our next story, am I the asshole for getting my sister and girlfriend the same birthday present?
Huh?
Like, do they have to share it?
Depends on the gift.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
My girlfriend and sister have birthdays in the same month, so I went shopping for their birthday presents at the same time. They both like perfumes and both have similar preferences in perfumes. Sweet, edible, gourmand, and I found a perfume that captured the vibe and did it really well. I knew they'd both like it, so I bought 2 bottles and gifted 1 to each. My girlfriend thinks it's weird to give the same perfume to both your sister and your girlfriend. I think that I got a gift that I knew each of them would
No, that's a little bit weird. That's what's okay. That's weird.
Like and enjoy, and that my thought process was that if they happen to be the same perfume, oh well. Is that it? That's it.
Here's the deal.
Am I the asshole?
Perfume changes with each person.
That's
if they
true.
both like the perfume, I don't really see the biggest. I mean, I don't. Am I weird for thinking that's not crazy weird?
I don't think you're weird. I think it's like,
I don't know. So many people associate smells with the people they love. Like, that's why they like, oh, you left the sweater over and it smells like you. And if that's scent, if it has a lot of notes from that scent, you'd be like, okay, this smells like my fucking sister. That's a little weird. Be a little awkward.
if I were in his shoes, I think I would have a problem with it because smell is so important and tied to emotion. Like, there's a certain, smell that my dad used to wear, and like
you don't want your partner wearing that.
No, but I mean, like, if I smell that, like, I get a little choked up because it's the most like direct connection to like, oh man,
Yep.
But like, I don't know, if I had a partner that like smelled like my sister, and I immediately thought like, oh, that's my sister's
You're
smell.
right.
Like, I would feel a little weird.
Smell has a lot of memories. I guess here's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about him trying to buy a gift for his sister and his girlfriend and being like, oh, they both like the scent. Here we go.
It's fine if he's fine with it.
My thought process kind of is that when you do like the same gift for a bunch of people, that can work in a lot of contexts, right?
Yeah.
But like, this is 2 very important people in your life. Like, this is your partner, this is your spouse.
Yeah.
Or this is your girlfriend, and this is your sister. To get them the same gift kind of shows like, to me, it's like it's not as special.
Oh, right.
Because like, what's important with a gift is like the thought that goes into it, right? And I think this is a perfect example that this is probably an expensive perfume, but because he got them the same thing, he was just like, oh, this will work for both of you. As opposed to putting special thought into both of them.
As you're breaking it down, I'm kind of like, right. Because I struggle with giving gifts, so that would be something, although I would not get.
It also depends on the girlfriend, right? It depends, like, some people's love language is just not gift giving to the point where they wouldn't care about this. But clearly, his girlfriend did care. Yeah. And he didn't think about that.
My husband got me the same fragrance as like his mom. I'd be like, okay.
I guess that's how this person's probably feeling. It's just,
I guess now I'm putting. See, here's the thing. I am processing this real time. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Perfume for Old Ass Ladies by Calvin Klein.
And I'm like,
Perfume for old ass ladies.
citrus and vanilla or whatever.
And that's dreamsicle right there.
The verdict was asshole. They did determine he was the asshole. Now this is the thing. On this show, we read so many stories of people doing horrible things.
Yeah.
That this is like, this
I'm
is a
gonna
little
hop
bit more
off
of
though
what I
for a
call
little
like
while. I might come back. I might do
sitcom
karaoke or
level,
something.
like,
Bye.